I mean, these people are just sick. It just shows you what kind of people these really. I mean, it's just incredible knowing that these people will stoop that low and do these horrible things, and nobody knows about them. Everybody thinks they're heroes. Everybody shakes their hands.
But that's their religion. Their religion is about torturing a small child, the power, the horror, crushing the innocents. They just run everything. And they're. I
mean, look at the mock child sacrifices at the Bohemian Grove that all the elected officials go to each summer. I mean, that you exposed. I mean, it's crazy. And we also got video. We confronted Bill Richardson, again, when he was running for president about the Bohemian Grove, and he was just sweating. I mean, it was at a press conference. I shook his hand. I was the first question. I was like, sir, can you please tell me when you gave the keynote speech at the Bohemian Grove, what did you do there, and how come New York Times reports that there's male prostitutes shipped in there? And the man just literally looked at me and just turned his back to me and started talking to the other press guys. And then Matt LePasic from the other side just nailed him again. What do you do at the Bohemian Grove? And then I nailed him again. And then Matt nailed him again. And literally about 5 times we asked him the question right to his face, and he just turns around and doesn't say a single word, which shows you these people have something to hide. They don't want to talk about the Bohemian Grove.
Bare minimum, it's top gay porn stars daily. But then that's only one level, and then bathroom gay sex and all that. That's nothing, though. The real delicacies are shotgunning kids in the head. I mean, that's what they live for.
Yeah, these people are sick. We have to resist their tyranny. We have to do everything to expose what they're doing.
Absolutely. We're going back live. We're going back live. Here we go.
You. Pienso que un sueño parecido no volverá más.
We're freaking Paul out here. Paul, Google Chicago Tribune DynCorp sex slavery. And then it's the governor going, a few years ago, going, man, they kidnapped all these kids and a bunch of them got killed, and they have huge airports just filled with slaves, flying them out to Saudi Arabia, Israel, Malaysia. They make snuff films with them. DynCorp, Halliburton. And I told some Austin cops about 2 years ago, I was outside P.F. Chang's after I ate dinner with some friends, and there's all these cops right by the DynCorp building. And I said, you know, those guys are into all this. And the cops just laugh and go, yeah, I work there. I do work there. They were just laughed at me and looked at me real predatory. And I was like, whoa. And, it's like the Texas Youth Commission with the giant rape rings. Don't believe me? Just type child rape, Texas Youth Commission. That's who they are. They rule. Yeah, that's it. They run it all. If they're going to ship drugs, heroin, and cocaine in, if they're going to torture people, why not run child slave rings? Why not just run everything? I mean, they just run it all, folks. It's all a big joke. We're all fat, dumb cattle they bleed. What'd you find, Paul? Did you Google it? What'd you find? We need to get you a microphone out there. But you did find it, didn't you? Well, you did find it. That's right. You got the nerve to Google it right now, listeners, and read the hundreds of mainstream articles. They even let you know. We're going to kidnap, we're going to murder your children, we're going to torture them. We like it with a new order, and there's nothing you can do. And if you don't like it, we got SWAT teams ready to gun you and your whole family down, because we control you slime, we control you scum, and we're going to bankrupt the dollar and suck everything out of this country, and we're going to turn murdering psycho troops from Iraq loose on you who are such hardcore killers. They're murdering their unit commanders all over the U.S., slaughtering their wives and children. Slaughter, death, New World Order. I'm not kidding. That's their spirit. You better grow up, folks. And I'm glad to hear they're buying all the firearms like never before off the shelves, and the ammo's all sold out. Everyone grabbing Barrett 50s and hardcore ready to fight you devil worshiping child molesters. We're going to defeat you, New World Order. You understand, you slimy filth. I'm not scared of you, you bastards. I know you're pure evil. We're going to kick your ass. Go ahead, Rudkowski. Ah!
We are not afraid of them, and we are making everything happen here in New York City. Even though I got accosted by Secret Service and they pushed me away, and I had somebody following me the whole day during the event, we had a new great kid named Anthony Varez come in there, and I gave him a camera, and he was running in the hallways looking for Bill Clinton, and he literally ran into him. And as Bill Clinton was making a corner, Anthony almost fell right into Bill Clinton, and he confronted him about the Bilderberg.
Of course, Bill Clinton likes to rape women while he bites their face. Again, that came out, was confirmed in the news. And this new guy that we got mainstream news articles. The new guy that Obama, the first guy he's announcing as his chief of staff, goes to White House dinners with Bill Clinton and openly in front of the press corps with a huge knife stabs the table going, kill, 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 kill. In fact, I'm going to read it right now on air. People don't believe me. You think I'm joking about that, Paul? I mean, they just literally are the big butcher knife at a press dinner going, can't wait till we get the American people's guns. God, we're going to kill them. We're going to take everything they got like the Red Terror. Yeah, we love it. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You going to read that article, or you want me to talk about it?
No, you go ahead while I find it.
I mean, just like we've got Bill Clinton, you wanted me to talk about that story. We actually hid an amplifier in Barnes & Noble's where Bill Clinton was doing an event. And during Bill Clinton's book signing, we turned up that amplifier, and we were just talking. We took over the audio throughout the whole Barnes & Noble's, talking about 9/11 being an inside job, talking about the Bilderberg Group, talking about David Rockefeller, talking about Dime Corp, talking about all these other important issues that the mainstream media won't talk about. And that's what it's about, is people coming out there, being involved, getting to these elected officials, letting know that we know, and exposing them all over YouTube, questioning about the hard questions that the mainstream media will never ask. And I am so great to have so many amazing people in our group like Sabrina, Matt, Brian, Anthony, who are helping me do the work that I was doing before, because right now I am being basically surrounded by security guards pretty much many places that I go to confront these politicians. And as I'm being surrounded by security guards, they pretty much leave it open for all these new people to come in and confront these politicians. And that's why it's so important to get involved. If you're in the tri-state area, get involved in We Are Change. We're doing amazing things. We're out there every Saturday at Ground Zero from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock, giving out free information, free DVDs to the people, to the military, to the cops, to educate them about what's really going on, because we have to understand the type of tyranny we're living under.
Absolutely. And it freaks me out to realize how evil they are and what we're facing. Let me read people this headline. You go to prisonplanet.com. The son, who's also tied into other terrorists, of one of the top Zionist terrorists who bombed all the British and others, it's a headline. Obama's first appointment as son of Zionist terrorist. Rahm Emanuel's father was a member of a militant group that bombed hotels, massacred villagers. Obama picked as a keen supporter of lobbying group aimed at creating militarized youth brigades. He's a huge top gun control guy. He's the head of the youth brigades, helping set that up under Clinton and now under Bush. Now, let me read to you. You where he said this. Now, again, this is mainstream news, Rolling Stone magazine. This is from Rolling Stone magazine. Okay, here it is. In a 1996 re-election, Bill Clinton, Rahm Emanuel, was so angry at the president's enemies that he stood up at a celebratory dinner with colleagues in front of the press from the campaign, grabbed a steak knife, and began rattling off a list of betrayers, shouting, and you can read the whole Rolling Stone article, just like I was doing, just frothing, dead, 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 dead. And Clinton, all of them are just, oh, yes. I mean, that's why they want our guns, because they're cowardly scum. They want to have their way with us. And plunging the knife into the table after every time. Now that's Rolling Stone magazine. You can link through and read it. That's who we're talking. That's who wants your guns. Go ahead.
I mean, these people are pure evil. Even when we asked Kofi Annan, when he was head of the UN, when he gave Dime Corp contracts to have, those sex rings in Africa, he just ran away from us. He ran away from us when we started him asking questions about why did he allow Dime Corp to hold UN contracts in Africa when they did all
Well, the main one was in Bosnia, but yeah.
Again, and he ran away. And these people won't answer the questions, but it's about showing them, asking,
Well, Rumsfeld did. Rumsfeld said they're allowed to. People don't believe me. Just Google Rumsfeld, Dime Corp sex slave. He goes, well, we're allowed to.
People need to get out there, ask our elected officials the hard questions, and show their response to the world. If they run away, they look guilty. And we have been doing an incredible job asking politicians the hard questions, and they run away. And we show that we are right, because we have the truth on our side, we have love on our side, and nothing can stop us. And we're doing an incredible job, and we're asking everybody to get involved. The time is now. I mean, right now, we have everybody calling for a New World Order with Barack Obama. Even the UN, the European Union.
UN too.
Yeah, exactly. Called for a New World Order with Barack Obama. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. We have to resist their tyranny. We have to resist their New World Order, because it will affect us. It will affect our children. It will affect the way we live. And we have to stop it right now. We have to be the change we want to see in this world, and it starts with the people listening right now, believing in themselves. I mean, even with the people listening right now, you could change tomorrow. It's as simple as just being good to yourself, being good to your neighbor. But you have
to admit you have nothing to lose. They're going to take everything we've got like tyrants always do. The scum always goes to the top in a tyranny. The worst stuff you can imagine and worse than that is what they're going to do. I mean, I'm not making any of this up, folks, and that's what makes me flip out. Is that I understand what we're facing, and Luke understands what we're facing, and no matter how crazy you can imagine, it's even crazier than that. I mean, these people are pure scum, and they will hurt us bad, folks. You know, I mean, we need to understand that slavery's the name of the game, and I am not a slave. But Luke, I mean, look at We Are Change all over the. Now, I did see the Karl Rove video. I wish when the security guard walks up outside on a city street and says, "Turn your camera off," they did. Folks, nobody's allowed to tell you that. You know, we've stood up to cops saying they're going to frame us with bombs if we don't turn it off. Luke has. I've gone through similar crap.